Hey nerds, welcome to Jared Berry Acts. Today we're going to react to Season 4, Episode 1. The Season 4 premiere of Buffy the Vampire Slayer entitled The Freshman. Freshman in college. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links will be in the description box down below for the Patreon, the stream, and everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes in just a few moments. Season 3 had a good ending. It was not as, I guess, as a grandiose ending as like Season 2 was. I'm still torn on if I like Season 3 or Season 2 more. You know, it may go against what I just said in the recap, but I'm torn. I don't know. I really liked Season 2, but Season 3 is right there. I don't know. Listen, we're not going to spend time on that. Season 4, Buffy's away to college. All of our Scooby gang is away to college. Faith is in a coma. Angel is off doing Angel on the Fox network, CW, wherever he's at. So we have kind of a fresh start here. I don't know what happens with Buffy now that she's in college. Does she find new love interest? That being in a new male companion or a female companion. I'm just saying woman companion, sorry. It's just I don't know. She gives me that vibe. We got Willow and Oz going strong. We got Xander just being Xander. We haven't seen Spike since he rolled off into the sunset. Again, Faith is in a coma. I imagine we'll see Angel every once in a while because he has to interact with Buffy. They're lovers and friends, you know? I can't think of any other character off the top of my head, but I think college should be fun for them. I hope they have a hoot. I hope they have a blast. I think we're now in the year 2000, right? I'll have to look at the end of the episode when this episode premiered. Or maybe we're getting close to it. Sorry for the sniffles. I've been sneezing. And yeah, listen, I don't have nothing else. So instead of yapping, we're going to hop into it. I can't think of anything else where this season will go. I imagine around the 4th or 5th episode or prior to that, we'll get introduced to the big bad of the season. I don't know. Hopefully Giles and them, well, I mean, the school's blown up. So no library. Unless Giles becomes a librarian at the college. Huh? New library? Anyways, let's go ahead and put Jerry behind the scenes. Boop. Let's watch. I'm excited, to say the least. Look at that.
I like books. I just don't want to take on too much. Do they have an introduction to the modern blurb?
Blurbs are important.
Oh, sure. How did I miss that one?
College is kind of cool, man. You can just take some random bullshit and just go about your business. We'll talk more about college later.
Is this guy ever gonna wake up?
Buffy senses ain't even tingling, bro. The way her hair's pulled back and almost looks like that's just all of her hair. Had some Draco vibes there for a second. I'm just saying. Ow. Better not change nothing, dude. Come on. I did see Spike, so I'm assuming Spike's coming back at some point for some reason. That's nice. But it's just a lack of folks, bro. It's just a lack of folks. I mean, it starts off strong, yeah. I don't want to pay too much attention to these things, but again, there was Spike. There was a lady with the glove. So we already saw Buffy, obviously, with Sarah. Nicholas as Xander, of course. Or wait, did I pass up Allison? I think I did. I feel like she'd be second billing and not him. Or no, she's third billing. Okay, so there's Willow, which is good. So there's our 3 peeps. I love that they included the Faith and Buffy dance, which is obviously iconic. They put Anya in the opening for her turning around, not as an actor, but just that little turning around scene. We got Seth Green, obviously, as Oz and Willow. I didn't realize Seth was such a big part of this show at any point in my life. I just knew him from Austin Powers, which he left this show during season 3 to go film, right? It's when he had his black hair. And then from Robot Chicken, really, and Family Guy as Chris. I love Giles coming around the corner. No Angel, obviously, he's off doing his own show, and no Charisma Carpenter. So is Cordelia also off the show as well? God, dog. Created by Joss Whedon, who also did a phenomenal job with the Avengers. But like I told some of you guys, what was that, a week or 2 ago, back when we did the Zeppo comments, Joss writes Xander to, I think, of what he wants to be. Because again, Joss, phenomenal writer. I can't take that away from him. Just a bad, not an overall good human from the reports and stuff you hear. I don't know the brother personally, but I have read a lot of negative things about him. But that's kind of what people only ever want to talk about is negative things. I think during that, I'm sorry, I got boogie. I think during that episode of the Zeppo, people really clung on to all the negatives about Xander when I just wasn't that interested in the episode itself. We talked about it in the recap, but I don't hate Xander. Again, I'll repeat myself. It's just as fun and as unique as that episode was. I see why the character was wrote the way that he was. Better get the move in there, Buffled. Oh, that is just nerve-wracking. I got plenty of college stories, by the way. Hey, that's fair. You don't have the weird guy standing around saying you're going to go to hell for all eternity. You know, with his big-ass picket signs. Every time I've been to a college campus, that motherfucker's walking around. We had him tell it. I think there was like, I can't remember exactly. I think there was somebody talking about a gay relationship, and he was like, "You'll burn in hell for all eternity." So these two girls decided to make out in front of him, and it really just pissed the guy off. 10 out of 10 moment, though.
Have you met your roommate yet? No.
You girls aren't roommates. But that's good, though, because you can introduce new characters to intermingle with these folks. Okay.
I didn't get Jello shots. I'll trade you for a Take Back the Night. Are we heading anywhere near Wide Thing?
They really don't want to teach you anything in high school. Like, they try to give you the basics, like 2 + 2, right? But even those advanced classes, at least around Yander, it's just, what a missed opportunity to be taught things.
But thrust into and spurt knowledge into... That sentence ended up in a different place than it started.
Yeah, you were...
I'm with you, though. I'm all for spurting knowledge.
Got a lot of innuendos there.
It's a little overwhelming. Don't you feel it? No, boyfriend. It's my on-campus boyfriend.
Oh my
no,
goodness.
I forgot to pick mine up. Line's probably really long now.
Yeah, line's probably super long.
Right.
Oz, you going to school here?
It's pretty much a madhouse, Finally,
oh, he knows people.
with us. Very cool. Well, the band's played here a lot.
Ah, okay.
Still all new. I don't know what the hell's going on. Hey, Doug.
He just knows people. I think it is cool about college, about there's so many things going on like that, and it seems crazy to think about. There's so many different people fighting for so many different causes walking around college, and everybody thinks they're going to be that revolutionary change, and most of that stuff never leaves the flyers. Like, it never leaves that room. Some things do, but like most of it, I think, kind of fizzles out. And the excitement of the moment and getting settled in and realizing you just kind of want to stay in your dorm for a little bit can hit you pretty quick. Freshman 15 is very real. I think mine was like a freshman 30, just gaining weight in college for some reason. I had the benefit of going with a lot of people that I knew. The girl I was dating at the time was just 2 floors above me, which was definitely a benefit. But I mean, roommate, all new world, all new thing, living with somebody, not being at home. It's a lot to take in. It's a hell of a whole lot. The first day of college is crazy. I remember getting my picture taken. Line wasn't too bad. But I also remember losing my ID card. Our ID cards is what had our I almost said food stamps on them. It's not what it was. Our meals on it. So you got like 4 meals a day, right? And some food items cost 2 meals. So like if you went and got wings was considered a specialty item. So it cost 2 meals compared to just 1. Like if you went and got a slice of pizza for lunch or for dinner. Some locations, like the convenience store near us, you could also spend your meal tickets there, and it would cost certain things. One of the shitty things was like a 6-inch sub at Subway was 1 meal, and a foot long was 2. You could obviously save all of your meals for the end of the day and get 2 foot longs for all 4. I would spend all of my meals and get 40 wings on Wing Wednesday, and I would just devour the wing. I think I did that the entire time I was on campus. But for some reason, not everybody had meals on their thing. And I think somebody where I was living on campus thought it was a good idea to, they asked for some meals. I let them use my card, which is fine. And I was like, I had 2 meals left. I wasn't going back out. I ain't going to deny somebody if they're hungry. But I remember seeing my ID on the floor. and this same person came in, and then shortly after, it was gone. Not saying they stole my ID, but I ended up having to go get a new ID, which was a miserable process. It also cost $20, and yeah, very, very sad that I had to do that. I think they also stole my iPod, but not my roommate, just somebody else who was hanging out, wasn't even on our floor. Can't trust people in college, buddy.
Ooh, library.
It's funny to think about now, but at the time I was pissed.
It's too bad Giles couldn't be librarian here.
See?
Be convenient.
Oh my goodness.
Well, he says he's enjoying being a gentleman of leisure.
Gentleman of leisure? Isn't that just British for unemployed?
He's a slacker now.
Speaking of slack, have you heard anything from Xander?
That's fucking
Not for a
rude.
while.
You know a boy ain't
He's
got
still on
no
this
education.
cross-country see America thing.
Yo, that is fucking sick. Why's the windows look like
Isn't this amazing?
Dude, that is
It's cozy.
amazing.
You know,
Yeah.
I never wanted to hurt Giles's feelings, but occult books aside, our old library just didn't have the greatest selection.
I am very envious of people who are bookworms and like book nerds because like you guys have seen this laying around, right? My Game of Thrones. Like you can see where I'm at in the book. Like I've made good progress, but I'm only on page 480. And I've been reading this for quite a while, and it's easy for me to read because I've seen the show, but the ADHD, right? Not being able to stay focused or my brain wandering and trying to create my own stories while reading definitely plays a factor into this. And I was supposed to finish reading a Game of Thrones before I started picking up Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. But I mean, I'm on page 36 of that, which feels a little rapid. And these are both kind of similar length books. Like this is, 638 plus. I say that 'cause that's the last page I looked at. Game of Thrones is 804 pages plus. So it's, those people that can just sit and read a book in a day, no matter the length, or those people that can go to a library and just read a book and never have to check it out, or read 2 books in a day or a book a week it's insane. I really do really envy you. Even with audibles, my brain wanders. Now somebody's talking to me and I'm not reading the words myself, so it's harder to imagine. I think that's why I watch so many TV shows now and why I've always watched so many movies. It's easier for my smooth brain to digest. So if you can read books, please don't ever take that for granted. Because there's people like me who would love to be able to get through a fucking book, but attention is just shot.
Here.
Which clearly most of you understand by the amount of pauses inside conversations. Sharing personal stories or anything like that could be deemed unnecessary in the point of a Buffy reaction, but at the same time, it's my own little unique thing I can add to the channel outside of, my one-liners that are hit or miss.
Thanks.
Bet you never miss, huh?
I can't wait to
Got a
unmix the
boyfriend.
Buffy
Bet he
books.
doesn't kiss
I hope
you.
it's a funny aneurysm.
Mwah.
Introduction to psychology. Oh, up there.
I'll get him. This store discriminates against short people.
Oh, I think there's a protest next week.
Oh my God, I knocked that boy out.
God, I'm so sorry.
I'm okay.
Three
It's okay.
big books, 3 school books hitting you in the back on top of the head is enough for concussions.
Hey, I'll be helping the professor out. I'm sorry, I've forgotten my manners and all the
In the resort the concussion. He's a TA, teacher's assistant. I just read the subtitle. His name is Riley. I was going to say Todd or Thomas. Definitely a T name. Fuck you, man.
concussion. I'm Riley.
Hi, buddy. Nice to meet you.
Willow. And this is my friend Buffy.
It's nice to meet you both.
I'm nice to meet.
Hey, do you know if we're going to be studying operant conditioning
I'm nice to meet. All right, Buffy.
in the first semester? Because I hear that's kind of Professor Welsh's specialty.
These are nose hairs now, not boogies.
Absolutely. You know her treatise on Dietrich's work?
I wonder if he'll be an interest. I know him and Willow kicked it off, but she wouldn't make the same mistake twice, I don't think. That guy's naked. All right. Did see an odd amount of naked people in college. I don't know what that was about.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Are you Buffy?
Why are the windows doing that? Is that just on this? You all see how it's like?
I bet there's gonna be a lot of parties to go to this week too. Not that I'm a crazy partier. Oh, and I'm not always this hyper either. I'm just excited.
Yeah. Me too.
This room is massive, by the way. Our room was about the size of Buffy's bed. It probably genuinely was half of this room, like right down the middle. And then my bed on the left, Buddy's bed on the right. Air conditioning unit straight ahead. It was a fucking prison cell.
You, blonde girl.
Oh, you picked the worst possible class to be in.
I'm very excited to hear what you have to say. It's worth interrupting my lecture for.
Hey, bro, bring it home, man. Just bring it home.
Understand? You are sucking energy from everyone in this room. They came here to learn. Get out.
Hey, I'm so respectful to teachers and people, but well, if you're doing the right thing, I would have left too, but
Professor Walsh isn't planning on yelling at me and kicking me out of the class, is she?
It's not in her lesson plan.
Great.
Oh, she already got trauma about it. Oh, hey, Willow done saved you a seat.
How was pop culture? I decided not to take it. It seemed dull.
I just said I got fucking kicked out. I wonder... Anyways, it's perfectly okay to forget somebody's name and then ask. People always make it a little awkward, but it's not. Just ask, like, hey, I forgot your name.
Know me by the name my TAs use and think I don't know about, the evil bitch monster of death.
That's a loaded name. Is that foreshadowing? Are you an evil monster of death?
Make no mistake. I run a hard class, I assign a lot of work, I talk fast, and I expect you to keep up. If you're looking to coast, I recommend Geology 101. That's where the football players are.
She's already overwhelmed. She doesn't want that. It is kind of shitty, too, though, because a lot of teachers do talk fast. And even when I teach at my job, I speak fast. But if somebody tells me to slow down, I'm going to slow down.
Wow, sorry.
No, I wasn't looking.
What the fuck?
Did you?
That's insanity. Hello, Pedro Pascal. How are you doing, buddy? Man, he is somebody that, this isn't an insult by any means whatsoever. And again, I'm not attracted to dudes, but he did get a lot better looking the older he got. Because right here, not for me. But nowadays, Daddy Pedro, are you kidding? Come on now. That is literally Reed Richards. That is Joel. If you didn't play the games and you're about to watch season 2 of that show, have fun. It's good. It's going to be a good time. That's awesome, man.
Blanket.
Of Human Bondage. Have you ever read it?
Oh, I'm not really into porn. I mean, I'm trying to cut way back.
No, there's no actual bondage. It's just a novel.
She said I'm trying to cut
I've
back.
read it like 10 times. I always keep it by my bed. Security blanket.
It's a weird fucking book, buddy. I don't know if it's actually... I think you just said it's not, but that's all you could think about when you hear it.
I have a security blanket.
Oh, he's awkward. I like it. Have a good night, Eddie, buddy.
I'm sorry. Did you lose your way?
Every time I fucking like somebody, the second I like somebody, that's got to be a hate crime.
Early in the first semester and just bail.
We had a dude throw an Xbox controller angrily day one, and it broke the window, and it went down and hit somebody in the back, and he got expelled. And we also had a kid day one plank on one of the local statues. It was a bench that had a statue on it, and he planked on it. 'Cause planking was real big at the time, and he got expelled.
Weak ones, I guess.
This is too much to handle. Can't take it anymore. No time to say goodbye, Eddie. That's just... I know you knew him for 20 seconds, but I mean, you already know that's not the type of person that was. Of human bondage. But again, people that can read books, like reading the same book, it's the same concept as like watching the same movie more than once, but reading the same book, it just seems like a lot of energy.
Orange.
Is he just dead? They drained him?
Does this sweater make me look fat?
Oh, the fact that you're fat makes you look fat. That sweater just...
Jesus
Such a loser.
Christ.
You're not Giles.
Hey, yo.
Staying over for a few days.
An old friend walking around in your button-up t-shirt. Probably just with no drawers on. I didn't think Giles was a cultured man. I didn't take Giles as somebody who would like a little bit of seasoning.
I still don't see where I fit in. You haven't described anything that you can't do yourself.
Okay. You're right. I can handle this. It's just I'm on it.
No, that's not why she came here, man. He's not picking up on that. And that had to just go right through her. And it's not necessarily his fault, so to speak. But he's like, you're out of high school, you're on your own, you have to figure out your own way to make it. I'm not your watcher, you don't have a watcher. And Buffy just came for advice or some help, and it seems like she's getting turned away at the door. And that's gotta hurt, especially coming from the person that you confide in the most. What's wrong with her digs, bro? Buffy, I don't want to hold you. This girl's whipping your ass. Act like you've been here before. Ow, you're on top of a car. She broke her arm. Not to fall away, run away, fall down.
Freshman.
Roll credits. Are we is this our big bad for the season? Sunday? Solomon Grundy born on a Monday. Is that what's going on? Because Buffy just got her ass kicked. I don't think she got in any offense. I think her arm got broken. Oh, well, there's her room. Okay, her room's down the hallway.
You know, I didn't think you'd be back for a couple of weeks. But I didn't move anything. It's still your room.
Okay, okay. She just uses storage.
You filled it with packing crates.
Yeah, but I didn't move anything.
If it's still my room, shouldn't I be able to fit in it?
Well, it's just for a couple of weeks while we do inventory at the gallery.
Buffy.
I just really didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Neither did I.
Oh, that's miserable. Many of you, obviously, that's been here for a while, you can tell by the scenery that we moved, right? And one of the things, you know, I stayed at home for as long as I could, saved money to get a house, and to do, you know, some major goals that I wanted to do. Still doesn't feel real sometimes that, like, I own this place and, like, this is mine because I lived at home for so long. But as soon as I moved out, you know, the big plan always was when I moved out, my stepdad would get my room. And because the room he was in was smaller. And yeah, like it was immediate. Like, you know, we got the stuff out. He ripped the carpet up, which was the plan. Clean, paint it. And now it, you know, it's completely different. So the first time I went over there and walked in the room, like, it's very exciting. Like, I don't have, you know, it's just, look at this. Dude, you did it. This is great. You know, he's got a bad hip, so he has to sleep in his own room because he sleeps uncomfortably if anybody else is with him. And it's just, I was so happy for him. But then, like, later that night when I was back home and, like, going to sleep, I was like, man, I really don't have a room in that house anymore. Like, I genuinely don't live there. And I always thought it would have been cool to, like, go home and, like, my room still be there and to lay in the bed and, you know, get that feeling. But all my stuff's here. That's gone. It's a little emotional. I can't lie.
Hello?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hello?
The little tearing effect I mentioned by the windows is happening in a lot of different places. So I think it's maybe just the film for this one. I didn't write that shit. This is all just too much for me. I have decided to take off. Sorry I didn't have to say goodbye. It's not time to say goodbye. I need to be by myself. Good luck this year, Buffy. That isn't out though, but what are they took all your shit. Dude, my nose is bothering me this whole episode. Nah, you're tripping, because that was him. Yeah, that's definitely him. Yeah, this guy's got a much bigger forehead. Much stronger chin.
Xander.
What's up, buddy?
Came trundling back home to the arms of my loving parents, where everything was exactly as it was, except I sleep in the basement and I have to pay rent. How's college?
Male strippers.
No power on this earth.
He was up there throwing ass for money. What happened to his uncle's car? Did he give it back?
And I'm scared or freaked out or whatever. I always think, what would Buffy do?
WWBD.
You're my hero.
See, there's times where he's like this, where he's like, man, this is such a good friend. And there's other times where he's just a little shit.
Okay, sometimes when it's dark and I'm all alone, I'd think, what is Buffy wearing?
See what I'm saying?
One of those things you never ever tell me about.
Yeah.
It's a deal. Let's put this bitch in the ground. What do you say?
I'm with him, bro. Put her in 10 toes.
This time we play it my way. And the rules are going to be just a little different.
Hello, my friend, we meet a girl.
On my request form, I was pretty specific about a stable non-smoker.
I don't think this is her handwriting.
I didn't get to request my roommate.
But
They just gave me a pretty cool one. And then he went on to win MasterChef because he's dope.
So wrapped up in our own petty lives that we totally missed the circumstances. We're bad friends.
I don't know you, do I?
Nope.
No,
This is very intrusive, isn't it?
a little bit.
Xander,
Kathy.
do we hug? I think we're too manly.
What's a prank?
Prank? Oh, the room. She's in a holding pattern. We've got some time.
Shit. Y'all gonna arrive just a day late and $1 fucking short because there's 4 minutes and 13 seconds left, which means there's about 3 minutes and 42 seconds left. Her chest. Oh, you still got that bad arm, don't you?
Oh, and this. This is my favorite item.
It's her class protector
You
award.
don't want to touch that.
But she was the class protector. Sunday, you're a piece of shit. You're like my favorite day.
You know, this arm's not looking so good.
I only need one.
There you go, Buff. After you fucking been here before. Kick her in the goddamn face muscle. Flip her over. Arm drag. Hello. Crucifix. I knew he'd say some lame shit.
When you look back at this, and for the record, the arm is hurt.
Ah, sure you can.
It's not broken. No thanks. I'm good.
I like that she struck a little pose like, well, son of a bitch. I'm so inconvenient.
Well, I can't leave you out there to fight alone. To hell with what's right. I'm ready to back you up. Let's find the evil and fight it together.
Great. Thanks. We'll get right on that.
The evil is this one?
Oh, I love him so much. That shit aided him. He was like, you gotta be on your own. And now he laid there the whole night with his cute little girlfriend and was like, I gotta go help Buffy. This is terrible. I can't believe I said those things. The one that got away. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, tasered in the... Right in the chest by the Army. Was that SEAL Team 4? Beat it up. What a phenomenal first episode of this season, yeah? Holy shit. The freshman. Buffy discovers that in college, the monsters are bigger and they are badder. That is the blurb directly from season 4, episode 1 from Hulu. IMDb has it as Buffy feels like a fish out of water in her first year in college, but the mysterious disappearance of a fellow student puts her back in her element. It's much better. Not 2000 yet. This is October 5th, 1999, which means that when that one episode, when Earshot, October, randomly debuted September 28th, 1999, that makes, everything flow a little better. Which was just the week before this premiere, yeah? That's how that would play out, September 25th or September 28th. And then, yeah, just a week later, it would be October 5th. That's crazy. So you get a random episode, and then you get the season 4 premiere. So still in 1999. We'll transition in the year 2000 at some point during this season, I imagine. I think we'll probably have like a random episode in like November, and then we'll probably hop over. I think it would be fun to have a Party Like It's 1999 episode, like a Y2K, but I don't know if we'll get that or not. It only has a 7.6 rating, which seems kind of weird. I'm not going to read all this because there's a lot, and I really don't want to risk any spoilers. But in 2023, Sarah Michelle Gellar posted an Instagram photo of her and Pedro Pascal, their scene, who played Eddie, blah, 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 blah. Buffy again references Mr. Pointy. I don't think that was Mr. Pointy unless she gave him a little bit of a makeover. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Yeah, that was in the Phantom Menace. So they watched. So that means Xander had watched the Phantom Menace. So this is happening in real time in 1999. Yeah, that's what I thought that was from, because it launched May 19th, 1999. So they just watched the Phantom Menace. I feel like that'd be a much bigger discussion in this time frame. Star Wars coming out in 1999 after a decade plus without it. Because what was it? It was 1976 or 1977, 1970 or 1980 and then 1983. Is that right? I think that's right on my dates. You guys are like, bro, what are you fucking talking about? Yeah, 1977. 1980. 1983. Yeah, every 3 years. Come on now. Where's the gang? Avengers Assemble. Joss Whedon did go on to direct The Avengers and Age of Ultron before he was out as being a weirdo. This aired the same night as the series premiere of Angel. That's pretty cool. And that's it for all the stuff here. Let's see. All right. Well, that's it for that. Phenomenal episode, man. I really, really, really enjoyed the whole build-up. I think Riley, if they keep him around, could be a fun little side character. Seems like it could be a love interest. I don't think they'll go with Willow by any means, but definitely could be something with Buffy, or he'll just be like a random side character. I thought Eddie was going to be a love interest there for a second, but I got the rug pulled. Sunday being dealt with so quickly feels a little odd because it felt like she was going to be kind of important, and then she just wasn't. Just Buffy felt so alone and so out of sorts by herself that she felt so weak and insecure that she was able to get beat up by this random vampire gang. But then once she gets the support of her friends back, mainly Xander, and then he pulls everybody else in, and then Giles coming back in as well. Just really good. Overall, really, really good. I really enjoyed. So, yeah, I mean, she said it's a lot like high school. The whole gang's back together. Now we can move forward and hopefully set up a big bad and go from there. Maybe it'll be the army that showed up at the end, or maybe that's just some random bullshit going on with the vampires. They tased him. They didn't kill him. So I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I know in college, opening day was very stressful. I remember we were on the 15th floor. I had to climb 15 floors with my feet, with the steps, because how bad the elevators were. We were helping, again, my ex move in 2 floors above us, and this is just a shitty scenario, right? They were giving out free water downstairs to all the freshmen. We got to be on campus a week before everybody else got there to get acclimated to everything and figure out where our classes were and to go from there, right? A lot of fun. I enjoyed. A lot of cool shit happened that week. But that first day was just, we were beat and we just moved so much stuff. And it's like, hey, let's get some water. So I was up on her floor. Me and my mom said, hey, we'll go downstairs. We'll get everybody waters, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 waters We go get 8 waters. I'm carrying 4. Mom's carrying 4. Up these steps. Elevator's packed. We walk up 15 flights of steps. We ran into some people who ran in the steps, and they were like, "This is bullshit. I shouldn't have did this." We get to the 15th floor, which is my floor. We got 2 more floors to go. We go up to the 17th. Go to the dorm room. Everybody's gone. They left after saying they'd wait for us to get waters. So me and Mom took all those waters to my room. We were kind of pissed. We sat on the bed for a while and just hung out. But what a terrible situation. But anyways, college was a lot of fun. We'll share more college stories throughout the series, throughout the season at least. If you have any college stories you would like to share that pertains to the episode, like moving day, please feel free. I like reading your guys' stories when you share them. And when you're not criticizing every little thing that I say, when most of the time I'm bullshitting. But at the same time, you're more than welcome to criticize me at any point, because that is your right. And it wouldn't be no fun if we couldn't talk shit to each other. So I'll leave it there, and hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. This first episode was called, oh yeah, it's going to be weird to bounce back and forth between. This first episode was called The Freshman. Season 4, episode 1 of Angel is entitled City of. I'll see you there. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated. Catch you on the next one.